Hello. I'm going to give you a screencast on some new policies in effect and just to reiterate how you should go about working in Schoology. So I'm going to assume by now you can all log on to the math lab, and for the 7th graders and for 8th graders on Team H, please make sure that you're always using the website, so you're going in through Safari, and if you haven't done so, you can save Schoology to your home screen so that you don't have to go through the process every time. So the main reason that you need to do that is right here, because we need to access Moby Max via Schoology. Okay, so just a reminder, most of you have been doing it, but every now and then some of you forget. When you come into the math lab, you always need to check in. So I should not have to tell you. You should just automatically come in. You're going to click the lab check-in really quick, put in your name. Now some of you have been putting your first name first. Note this is your last name. So you're just going to type in your last name, who your math teacher is, what period this is right now, what class you're missing, the teacher you're missing, and anything that you want Mrs. Pierce to know. So I think Mrs. Pierce is the greatest. You know, you can always add that if you like. And then you just submit. I know you have to do this every day, but this, oops, I didn't put everything in. This just helps me to be able to tell your teachers that yes, you really did show up. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of things in here. And because, you know, my memory sometimes is not very good. If you spell your teacher's name wrong, it's not a big deal. I can usually figure it out. All right, so that really important. So once you're done checking in, you're just going to go back to the math lab. And notice there's an assignment here. It says assignment for the week of November 3rd. So that's this week. It is also the start of the second marking period. So I'm going to click on the assignment. Again, I should not have to tell you to do that. You're just going to automatically click on the assignment and let's see what it says. Number 1 says read the message that Mrs. Pierce just sent you. You should see a notification in the upper right hand corner of the page. Look at this. Now I know it's little, but you see that little envelope and a little 1? That means you've got a message. You've got mail. Woohoo! I have been sending some of you messages here and there, and apparently you have not been checking them. So if you see that little 1 up there, I need you to check the message. So let's see what I got. Okay, it says, starting now, and this is true for all of you, whenever you get a pass to come to the math lab, you must come. So when you get one of those orange passes, even if your teacher wants to keep you for whatever reason, you have to come and tell Mrs. Linebaugh or Mrs. Pierce that you have to stay in class. This way we know that you're not just skipping out. So if you go to Mr. High's class and he says, oh, you're staying today because we have a lot of really important things and you're not doing so well in my class, then you need to say, okay, but I need to go check in with Mrs. Pierce first. All right, so quick and easy, you come in, you tell us, you go back to class, done. Now, if you know in advance that you can't come, so for example, you get a pass for second period on a Tuesday and you know you have a test, then you can always message me here on Schoology, just like this is right now, or you can email me, and look, you can even click here and automatically email me. This way we can just reschedule for another day and you won't have to miss 5 minutes of class coming to let us know. Now, here's the important thing right here. If you do not show up or let us know, you're going to be called down to the office 9th period and Mr. High is going to ask you why you didn't show up. So keep that in mind, okay? Now if you have anything you want to add to me, you want to email me back or message me back, you may go ahead and do that. You know, if you just want to tell me that I'm the greatest, that's fine too. Or some of you have been sending me messages saying, I have a test coming up, I need help, can I come another day? That's always an option. So please use this message as a great way to stay in contact with me, or you can email me. So you've got 2 options on how to contact me if you ever need help or you need me to know something. Okay? Alright, so look, my icon is gone because I checked it. Now I'm going to go back to, I'm going to use the back arrow here. Okay, number 2 says click on the free K-8 math on the left-hand side. So I'm going to the left. Oh, look, there it is right there. Some of you have already done this, and if you've already done it, you can ignore this part here, but a lot of you haven't. So I need you to sign in. So you're going to go here. and you'll see Moby Max. Now if you're on an iPad, sometimes it's going to click to another tab. You might have to go back to the original tab for this to show up, okay? FactMaster, this is just your basic facts. You're going to do it every day for 5 minutes. So if I click on here, it is timed, so make sure that you don't make sure you don't hit this arrow down here every time. Now right now I'm on my placement test because I haven't done it yet, so I just type 6 and notice it comes to the next thing. Now if I get it wrong, nothing happens. That's because I got it wrong. I can backspace and change my answer, okay? But if I forget, it's going to give me 6 minutes. It's going to tell me that time was up, and it's going to move to the next question. There you go. Sorry, no more time, and it's going to move on. Now when I'm done, didn't want that to happen. Let's go back here. At the bottom, it's not going to show right now, but you every day after you've done the placement test, 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes on FactMaster. And then you're going to go to math. Now, math, since I haven't done this yet, it's going to take me on a placement test. This is not timed, so I want you to take your time. You may not use a calculator, but you can use paper pencil, you can use your iPad, you can use a whiteboard, whatever you want, just no calculator, okay? Now this is going to go from kindergarten to 8th grade, so some of the things might seem easy, okay? I'm counting by tens, let's see, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And then this time you do have to hit the arrow because it's not timed, okay? If you have any questions about what it's asking, please ask me, but the purpose of this is so that all of you can be placed wherever you are. So wherever you need help with, it'll give us some lessons on that. And I'm going to go back to the home screen. So the more I do math, the more game time I earn. So I don't think I have any game time yet here because I haven't done it. But I'll earn game time. I'll also learn badges. So here's a bunch of games that you can play. I have no game time because this is the first time I'm on. You may do this anytime you want. You can do it at home, you can do it team study, you don't have to be in the math lab. So we're not going to do it every day in my class, but sometimes you will. So over here when I say Moby Max, this is where you are clicking. Alright, now I'm going to go back to my home page, if it lets me. And let me see if I completed my assignment for today. All right, and then number 3, as always, if you have any questions from math class, you can ask us, okay? And you can always write a comment here, but if you want to tell me something specific, just message me. All right, so those are the main 3 things that I wanted to point out to you today. 1, check your envelopes up there because sometimes they send you important information, or you may use it to send me a message. That's number 1. Number 2, Moby Max is over here on the left-hand side. Make sure you're getting on through Safari. And number 3, just check your messages, check your assignments, check in to the math lab, and make sure you let us know every time that you get a pass or Mr. High is going to call you down. All right, hopefully you are having an awesome week.